Good morning, good morning, good morning. I just want to welcome you to another 60 minutes with Mother Nature. 60 minutes with Mother Nature. And I'm excited to be here once more. Today is another beautiful morning. Uh, just want to welcome you guys to this morning's session. Uh, tup, 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 tup. I don't see anybody on as yet. Uh, Sometimes it's a little tedious by yourself, putting in all the requirements. So this morning I'm in St. Thomas again, and I don't know if you can guess where I'm at, but this morning I'm grounded. It feels so natural for me now to just enter uh, this space, the sacred space, and be barefooted. This morning I'm at ground zero, where it all began, where I did the first episode. I'm in Stony Gut. Morning, Ruth Anna. How are you this morning? Just send a message in the group and tell the rest of the gang that I'm on. Um, I said sometimes I'm not. So send a message because I should have done that. Um, but I'm hoping that most persons would have subscribed and they would have got a notification. But no, just tell the gang to come on over. Let's spend some time with nature. So this morning I'm at ground zero where it all began. I'm in Stony Gut. I'm at the home again of Paul Bogle. And this morning as I got up and contemplated where to go, because a lot of times these videos are just spontaneous. Most of the time they're spontaneous, they're not pre-planned. I just allow my sixth sense, intuition to guide me um, as to where to go and what to do and what to talk about. So this morning I'm in Stony Gut. I'm in Paul Bogle's yard, and I decided just to walk barefoot and see what type of energy I would connect. I would experience this morning. It's a very tranquil, very quiet, very serene, very pristine environment. The air is just um, so fresh. And as you listen, you can hear the birds because I'm in a little rainforest of almond trees and OTT apples and number of other trees. And this is just a haven for birds because this is where they come out to get their morning feeding. And so I'm here just uh, observing how, it's not just about us. Mother Nature isn't just nourishing and supporting us. We are just one of the many life forms that Mother Nature has to attend to. And sometimes we are so selfish, we behave as if we are the only life form, but the birds need to be fed, the caterpillars and the ants and the different insect population needs to be supported as well. And so I think about the different population of living things, and I think how many of them are so uh, intertwined, so many of them are so connected. Yes, Jessica, I do. I do. Shalom, Jessica. Jessica seems to be new. Where are you from, Jessica? We'd love to know where in the world you're watching from. And also if you're just watching our live, just want you to know that we do have Instagram community that you can connect with and be a part of a community. It's called Kinda Wellness Community. So we have the Kinda Wellness Community, which is a community of like-minded persons. We're one family. Kinda is States, Ohio. I just got here. Okay. All right, cool. So welcome, Jessica Allen from Ohio. And thank you for joining us. We invite you to go beyond just watching this video and being a part of the Kinder Wellness community, which is a community of I should say it's one family, one family of persons who are on the hunt to embracing wellness. We are on a journey, and part of that journey basically is being able to identify the herbs in the pharmacy that is around us, that is our yard. And so if you know, a lot of persons, I say repeatedly, the greatest weapon against sickness and disease is education, not medication. Because once you become educated, then guess what happens? A lot of times you have you're exposed to the knowledge. Many people have the answer right in their yard. Many people have the solution right in their yard and don't know. And so uh, they are excluded from that access because of ignorance. And so, um, oh yeah, I'm on IG. I'm on IG. I'm on IG. I'm not so much of an IG person. I'm just, uh, building our IG community or our TikTok community. I'm more of a YouTuber. So a lot of our content is on YouTube. Fancy Freedom, Althea, friend watching. Althea, where are you watching from? Where in the world are you, Althea? And welcome to 60 Minutes with Mother Nature. This morning, we normally have a tea time. So this morning I won't be able to have that because my office is in Morant and I had to drive. So I'm in Stony Gut. I'm actually in the yard. I'm actually in Parbogel's yard, and so basically, this is where his church was. So his church, uh, some of you may, you can go back to the first episode. Don't worry that we are here. Yeah, but where are you watching from? Fancy Frida, where are you watching from? So Paul Bogel's church was just right out there, and his house was just like right out. That's where I'm at this morning, and I wanted to just connect with the herbs here, connect with the plants that are here. And so let's go. All right. So this morning, I don't know if you know this herb. My Facebook or IG page is Hallelujah Lifestyle. So just type in Hallelujah Lifestyle, um, and my IG page will come. My Facebook page will come up. So this is the Hallelujah Lifestyle or Hallelujah Lifestyle Wellness. Hallelujah Lifestyle. All right. So I'm here under this big old tree. And this big tree that you're seeing is the OTT apple, right? So this is the OTT apple. And the OTT apple is a strong, very strong astringent. Very strong astringent. So um, it's a very, very good astringent. So this is the OTT apple. This is the bark of this tree. So and you want to harvest the bark in a responsible way. But the bark from the OTT apple is very stony. So when you taste it, it's very stony, similar to the coconut root. A lot of persons who use these roots are using herbs that are powerful astringents. These are very good for back pain. So if you're having any type of back pain, any type of internal bleeding, any type of hemorrhaging, any type of cysts, any type of swelling, these are the OTT apple. The bark of it is an excellent herb for dealing with those conditions. Um, this morning, what I was directed to do, as I said yesterday, I've not been able to do it because this morning I was really supposed to just be in meditation. I was supposed to just come on first, just have some nice music playing in the background, and then just meditating, because a lot of times spending time with nature is talking about the plants and the herbs. It's also the fresh air. It's also the oxygen. It's also the therapeutic sound of the wild, the birds and the different insects that speak to us, that we listen to, that allows us to tune in with nature. Because as I said, one of the best way to start your day is to be mentally and spiritually balanced. It prepares you for what the day has to offer. It prepares you for what the day has to throw at you. And sometimes, so many times, we approach the day not being prepared, and so we are caught off guard. We allow the external forces and the influences of other persons to dominate us and to have an effect on us when we should be in control, at least for the most part. And so this morning, my goal was really just to come and to meditate and to listen to what Mother Nature has to say. It's about getting rid of time consciousness. It's about getting rid of that impulse to think about the next thing, and downloading, emptying, and allowing yourself to sense or to feel nature. And this was what I was, morning, guys. This was what I was intuitively being led to do. So, as I said, I'm gonna talk about a few herbs, but I feel that I need to do that because I'm learning now that once I'm directed to do something, that I should learn to trust that intuition, that sense of intuition. And as we learn to trust that sense of intuition, then what happens is that we are entrusted with more. And so this morning, if it's even for a few minutes, the thing is, I don't have I need to get an instrument to play that music. But, just a while ago, as I closed my eyes and as I began to just allow myself to tap into my surrounding, what's around me, I'm hearing the roosters, I'm hearing the birds, I'm hearing the insect, I'm hearing the cricket twerping, I'm hearing the trees blowing the wind, I'm hearing the mosquitoes. And as I hear that, it is so soothing, it is so relaxing, it is so comforting. And we need that. Yesterday I spoke about um, the six senses. I spoke about the importance of being plugged in and being able to pick up on not just the presenting problem, but the real problem that persons present to you. Uh, this morning, I want to look at the OT80 apple, but this morning, I wanted to talk about the people who you love the most. The people who you love the most have the most power to hurt you. The people you care about the most have the most power to hurt you. And sometimes we have to know when. Morning, Mitzi. We have to know when to allow the people that we care about very much to love themselves enough, even don't even value you, to listen to what you're saying. You have to know when to not to allow those persons to impact you negatively and how to affect you negatively. And you have to know when to pull away from them. And that is how I'm feeling in my mind this morning. There's this, there's this particular friend who has a number of issues, and it's almost as if the person's personality is so toxic now, is so toxic, is so negative that it's as if I have to just being around the person causes a transfer of that negativity. I said to persons that anybody that I'm around, I must help them to become a better version of themselves. And the reverse is also true. In some way, they must contribute to helping me to become a better person. And that is one of the ways I evaluate relationship. Once I see a relationship with anyone or with any entity that is not mutually benefiting, then that's the sign for me to pull the plug. And so, in a sense, this morning I'm a little bit off because I feel as if that negative aura has rubbed off on me. And so I'm a little off balance. I'm a little destable this morning. And, the scripture says, guard your heart, for out of it flows the issues of life. And so this morning, I just want to encourage you to guard your aura, to guard your energy, to be careful of as to who you allow to come into your space, because they can throw you off balance. As I said, that 86% of what it means to be healthy has nothing to do with your physical health. It has to do with the state of your mind. And sometimes the state of your mind depends on the persons who you have around you, the persons that you connect with, especially those persons that you love and that have the most power to hurt you or have the most power to affect you, or whose opinion of you matter. So there are certain persons who their opinion of you really doesn't matter. What they think about you doesn't matter. How they respond to you doesn't matter. And then there are some persons who, whatever they think about you, or however small the thought is that they have about you, it matters. When you have somebody like that whose aura and whose spirit you identify as being toxic, we have to be careful how we allow them in our space, because it affects our energy, it affects our aura, and it is contagious. This is contagious. How we allow persons to affect us, how we are affected, also determines how we affect other persons. So this morning is one of those mornings that I feel like I would take a herbal bath. This morning I feel like I would take a herbal bath. Um, I feel like I would take a bath with some um some pepper elder. You guys know pepper elder? They call it black giant here in Jamaica. So that is an excellent herb to be used as a bath for clearing the chakra and clearing certain energies from around you, and putting your mind in a place where you can focus. Morning, Georgia. Yeah. So I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but as I said, this morning I'm a little bit off because yesterday I spent some time with somebody, and this is somebody who I really love, and I was trying to guide them, and it's almost as if everything that I said was off. Everything that I said was offensive. Everything that I said was misconstrued. And all I got back was just negativity, 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 negativity. And, it seeped into my spirit and it has thrown me off balance. And so, again, that is the reason why coming here, spending this time with nature and just emptying myself is so important, because guess what? I have today. And tomorrow, I'll talk a little bit about positive affirmation. But usually when this happens, when I come to nature, when I come in the wild like this, it's basically to just repeat a bunch of affirmations. Today is going to be a wonderful day. Everything is working perfectly in my favor. A whole list of affirmations that I just repeat that helps to just change the mood and the tone of the day, you know. But it's important to face the day like that. But um today is the 18th, guys. Today is the 18th, and today is the beginning of the ultimate detox. So with that, um I'm going to be uh engaging a number of persons to 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 guide them as it relates to the ultimate detox. So if you haven't registered as yet, today's pretty much the last day. Um, the link is in the description. Um, and The ultimate detox basically is designed to help persons to cleanse on a cellular level. It's going to include the amazing gallbladder flush, and it's also going to include a particular detox juice that we're going to show you how to make. And it's going to rid the body of all the toxins that are there. I said to persons that there are so many specialists. There's womb specialists, there's ear specialists, there's skin specialists. Every organ has a specialist. Every part of the body has a specialist except the liver. And the reason why the liver doesn't have a specialist is because modern medicine realized that if you have an emphasis being placed on the liver, almost every other specialist is going to be out of a job. The quality of your liver determines the quality of your life. And so a lot of times, the persons that have ailments, I would say upward of 80% or 90% of the ailments that we have is linked to an impaired liver, or it's linked to the liver not functioning at its optimum. And so for many of us, we have never spent the time to cleanse the nature, to cleanse the liver, sorry. The term bilious or bilious, when they said that, that person has a bilious temperament or a bilious personality. The word bilious comes from the word bile, and it means bitter. It means that the person has a bad temper or a bad personality. And it has been proven that when a person has uh, their bile function being affected, it does affect their personality. It does give them a bad temper. And so a lot of persons who are dealing with depression, who are dealing with psychological issues, a lot of those persons, it is rooted in the liver being impaired. So I want you to ask your question: when last have you cleansed your liver? Or have you ever cleansed your liver? In the 20th, 30th, 40th, 50th, 60th years that you've been alive, when last have you cleansed your liver? And so there are so many functions that are regulated by the liver. There are so many involuntary functions that are regulated by the liver. A vast number of those functions has to do with hormonal functions. A lot of hormonal functions are regulated by the liver. And so when there is an impaired liver, then it is going to translate into so many other irregularities in your health. And so cleansing the liver is one of the best gifts that you can give to your body. And sometimes we give um, we treat others, or we treat um, morning, Annie Frederick, where are you? joining us from. It's the first time I'm seeing that name, Annie, Frederick. So many times we think that we are treating, right? So many times we think that we are treating ourselves. What do we call treating ourselves? Buying a handbag. Oh, Trinidad, nice to have you. Nice to have you. So check the description, Annie. There's a community that we have, the Kidna Wellness Community. There's a link there that you can join if you're interested in being a part of something bigger than just the life. So many of us consider buying a handbag to treating ourselves, and yes, that may be so, but not in a very real sense. Many of us um, go to a function. Many of us buy something new. And yes, it may allow us to feel better. So to some extent, it is contributing to treating ourselves. But what about a treating that results in the body being primarily and directly? Thank you. So the link is in the description. So a lot of persons. What about directly treating the body, directly rewarding the body, doing something that directly results in the body benefiting from that? When last have you done something like that? And so many persons, have no problem in spending or doing whatever it takes to expand the house or to buy a new car. And that's okay. But what about treating your body? What about treating your body? So, this 10-day the ultimate detox is like giving your body a treat. It's like saying, you know, body, I love you. And I saw a posting where somebody says that we need to learn to love ourselves because we're going to have to live with ourselves for the rest of our lives. And that is so true and it's so profound. But what about doing something to the body because you're saying, hey, body, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the years that my legs have carried me around. Thank you for all the years that my hands have served me. Thank you for all the years that you've allowed me to live or to my spirit to exist in this clay pot and not experience pain. And as a thank you, I'm going to treat you. And for that, I'm going to cleanse one of the most important organ inside this clay pot, which is the liver. And so that is how I see it sometimes. The liver flush is an opportunity to treat the body. It's to show love to the body. And a lot of times we say we love ourselves, but the food that we eat and the things that we do say something completely different. And so this liver flush is, to me, a show or a demonstration. This ultimate detox is going to be a show or a demonstration of love for your temple, love for your body. So, I'm just going to give you a cleanup. I'm just going to take you through a process of ensuring that you directly benefit from what I'm about to do. It's not going to taste good, all of it. It's not going to be pleasant, all of it. But guess what happened? In the end results, it's going to translate in the body becoming better, feeling better. So I'm going to treat the body to that. So, our ultimate detox is coming up, it begins today, and it's still not too late. If you're having high blood pressure, if you're having diabetes, if you're having edema, if you're having cloudiness, if you're having mental fog, the list goes on. If you're having skin condition, whatever the skin condition is, if you're having pain, if you're having any type of swelling, any type of enlarged organ, I mean, the ultimate detox isn't called the ultimate detox just why baselessly. It is called the ultimate detox because of the very many benefits that it has to the body and for the body. So guys, so just wanted to inform you of that. So as I said, we're in St. Thomas. We're in the home of Paul Bogle, and I want to take you now to show you some herbs that are here. I'm going to talk about the medicinal benefits of those herbs. All right, so let's go. All right, so let's go. Oops. And it's sad because I'm in the yard here. Let me show you something. And in maintaining the property, this is one of the things that I'm seeing. See that brown area? Can you see it? That brown area? That brown herb? This was actually sprayed with a weedy side. So in order to manage the property, one of the things that they use here is weedy side. Let me see if I can see. So here's a brown plant. So they, rather than just cutting, one of the things that they do is they employ the use of herbicides. So here's another example. All right, so this is a trumpet. See those brown spots? Those brown spots that you see on the plant is actually the use of a herbicide. It's actually the use of a herbicide. All right, so I see a nice patch. Do you see that red flower over there? Ginger lilies. It's ginger lilies. This patch of flower that you're seeing is actually ginger lilies. And at the root of the ginger lilies are rhizomes that look very much like ginger. And they're also medicinal because they're also aromatics. So they have essential oils, essential volatile oils. And once, so if you look on the ginger lily here, looks very much like the ginger, but it's like it's a larger version. And this plant makes an excellent rub for knee pain, joint pain. You can get the rhizomes from the root, and you can pulverize it, or you can chop it up, and you can use it to make a poultice. So you can put it on the area where there's swelling or where there's inflammation, especially for the knees of persons who are feeling, who are having knee pain or joint pain. This is an excellent herb. I would use the ginger lily. I would combine the ginger lily though with turmeric. It's ginger lily. The rhizomes from that, I would combine it with turmeric and combine it with ginger. And it makes an excellent compress. It makes an excellent compress, and there's a lot of it here. A lot of ginger lilies here. Here's a plant that I wanted to feature as well. And this is a herb that some of you might know. And I see it under this big guango tree. Hold on, guys. This plant that you're looking on, it's called mother-in-law tongue. Mother-in-law tongue. In Jamaica, we call it long tongue. And it's used a lot in homes. Man, there is a lot of mosquito here. Mother-in-law tongue. And it's called mother-in-law tongue because of how poisonous it is, especially to pets, to cats and dogs. If they eat that plant, mother-in-law tongue, if they eat that plant, it's very fatal for them. So it's usually kept as a potted plants, indoor potted plants in a lot of homes. And it is very, there's a lot of it that is growing here under this. Look at that tree, that big tree trunk that you're seeing, that big one over there. That's a guango tree, and this guango tree has such a wide covering. It's like what, maybe 20 feet wide in diameter as it relates to covering the forest here. And so under this guango tree, I find a big patch of another herb that is very, very good for the kids. An ornamental. So by the way, the mother-in-law tongue is not a herb. Well, you can taste it because a very small amount is going to kill you. As I said, a lot of times the fear that they plant, that they swing people for tasting plant is really ridiculous because, as I said, it would take ingesting so much of a particular plant for it to be poisonous. But it's not one of those plants that we would have known that before. It's not one of those plants that we would have tasted. But it's a very powerful plant. Again, it can be used as a poultice as well. Most of the plants that are very powerful, they call poisonous. And a lot of plants, when you really go into the crux of it, they're really better used internally. So this herb that you're seeing here is, have you heard about pendula? This is pendula, or it is called red watergrass. This is pendula, or it's called red watergrass. And this is one of the powerful herbs that are known to treat a number of kidney disease. As I said, guys, there's so many mosquitoes here that it's not funny. So this is one of the herbs that is used for treating kidney disease, kidney disorders. And it's somewhat salty. We would say it's fresh, but it's really salt, it's mineral salt. And this is actually a vegetable as well. So pendula or red watergrass is a vegetable. You can cook it, you know, in a pot. You add your onion, you add your scallion, you add your garlic, and it makes a very nice salad. So this is red watergrass. Cheers, see. All right? This is with red watergrass, or it is called pendula. And It is used to make a tea. I don't use it so much because um, to use it in my practice, I would have to dehydrate it, and trust me, this thing is not easy to dehydrate because number one, it is very uh, succulent, very succulent plant, and so it takes a lot of time to dehydrate it. It takes a lot of time to dry it out, but um, it's very good for the kidney. If you have this herb and corn silk, or the corn here, morning from Guyana, morning, Quincy. So if you have this plant and you have corn silk and you're having kidney cysts or kidney stone or urinary tract infection, then these two herbs come when combined together because it's also a diuretic. So it helps you to pass urine, and it helps to clear up inflammation. That's the pendula. It's excellent for the kidney. It's also excellent as a poultice. So if you get it and macerate it and crush it, it's also good for any type of wound that you would have, or any type of swelling that you would have, or any type of inflammation that you have in anywhere of your body. So this is an excellent herb, um, red water grass. I'm looking to see what else is here. I see pimento, um, pimento, another excellent herb. What else do I see? Those are the herbs that I'm seeing. And I know that there is prickly ash, and I know there is. Let's go up there and see. Yeah, yeah. So you call it a zebra grass, Quincy. That's what you call it in Guyana, zebra grass. Here it's called pendula, or it's called red water grass. There's also the green water grass. It loves cool. It's this herb is a forest coverage herb. It provides coverage for the soil and protection for the soil, and in the same way it does offer that protection for your kidney. So it is one of those herbs that help to get rid of inflammation. So in our classification system, this would be called herb, and most salty herbs help with swelling. Yeah, it takes a lot of time to dehydrate. So that's why the main reason I don't use it, because it takes so much time to dehydrate. It's good for domestic use. So if a person it's used domestically, or it's good to use it domestically. So for home remedy, but in terms of commercially, for the time rate that we need to get medicine ready, it's not a very good option for us. And the thing about herbs is when you're drying herbs, you want to dry herbs gently. So you can use a dehydrator, and that would get the job done. But outside of a dehydrator, if you were to put down this herb to dry out by itself, it would take a very long time. I hear some men, maybe workers, that come. So I'm trying to find what other health herb is here. I see one. Oh, lot of mosquitoes, guys. Lot of mosquitoes. Um, Let me see what else is here. All right, I see one that I want to show you. I see one that I want to show you and talk about. I heard Quincy just talk about it, I think. I don't know if you know this herb, but I'm going to show you it. And this may be the last herb that we do for the morning. All right. So this is a herb. That is a herb. All right. So that herb with the big leaf. That herb is trumpet leaf. Right, that's trumpet leaf. And trumpet leaf is why herbs that we use to build sperm count. A lot of men who have low sperm count, we get the trumpet leaf. That's the leaves in the upper section of the trumpet of the plant, and we boil the saw palmetto, or we boil the saw palmetto, and when we boil the saw palmetto, we allow it to cool, and after it is cool, we get the that decoction, and we use that decoction to either blend the uh the the um the the trumpet leaf, or to juice the trumpet leaf, and then we add some brandy to it, and that works wonders. I remember this particular client that I had, male client, this couple, but the male in particular, they went to do their lab work, and it was revealed that his sperm count was really low, and so I made some for him, and when I gave it to him, he went back to do uh, the sperm analysis, and he was saying that I don't remember what it was before, but I know it was low, maybe in the 70s percent, 70 percentile area. I don't remember what it was, somewhere there about. But what he told me was that when he went, the result was 95 point something percent, and they were asking what he had done. And so since then, his wife got pregnant, and this was a trumpet leaf. When you juice it, it produces a slime um, that looks just like the sperm, and when you drink it, it gives you so much, so much strength, so much uh, uh there's so much mosquito here. It gives you such a sense of potency. So that is one of our uh miracle plant there, if I want for a better word. That is the trumpet leaf, as it relates to building sperm count. And as I said, that Mother Nature has so many tools that it employs to help us and to nurture us. And what we have to do is we have to allow ourselves to be, impacted. We have to allow ourselves to be connected, because there's so much more secret that Mother Nature. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. I'm just seeing some hummingbird just coming to feed. And just set the camera so maybe you can see them when they come back. Just saw two of them. Right. Um, the fruit of the trumpet leaf. Somebody just said I should speak on the fruit of the trumpet leaf. I've never used the fruit. I've used the bark. The bark is also very good for the heart. For persons who have water retention around the heart, the bark is very good for that. Um, the bark is also very good for the scalp. For persons who are having any type of alopecia or anything like that. Traditionally, the bark has been used, and basically what they do is that they make a decoction from the bark and they use it to wash the hair. And as I said, I know it has been used, very well. Not the bark, sorry, for the heart. The water. When you chop the bark, it begins to ooze out a fluid, trumpetry water. That the fluid from the plant has been used traditionally for heart condition, um, heart retention of water around the heart. So this is a very versatile herb. Trumpet leaf has so many uses. Some of you can share with me some of the traditional uses that you know of, um, why that you know trumpet leaf has been used for, but it has so many benefits, guys. So yeah, that's ginger lily, Quincy. That's ginger lily. Ginger lily. There's another herb that is also a flower. This one, I don't remember the name now. I'll post it in the group later on. But this herb here, it comes in a yellow and it comes in a red. Some people call it, I don't remember the name of it, but it's also very good for cold. If you know of anybody that's having cold, that's one of those herbs that are very good for that, very effective in treating that. And of course, I'm standing under a soursop tree, graviola, soursop for nerves. You know, persons having nerve problems. This is one of those herbs that are good for that. So many different herbs in nature here. So many different herbs that we can benefit from that help us to be healthy and grounded. The fruit of the soursop is also very nutritious, high in vitamins and minerals. You know, so there's so much that we have to give Mother Nature thanks for. So much that we have to give Mother Nature thanks for. And you know, coming back here was really a nice experience for me. Um, just being in this space, just being grounded in this space, it's almost as if I feel closer to my ancestors. I feel a sense of pride, you know, being on a spot that has and holds so much historical significance. Again, guys, I want to thank you for being on. Um, as I said, that uh, it's really a pleasure coming on in the morning like this and just balancing with nature and just recalibrating. Um, if you notice, I've renamed the group Kinder Wellness Community because I now believe that this captures the essence of the spirit of the community. Wanna thank you guys for doing your homework. I see so many persons posting plans. I see so many persons that are experiencing plans. As I said, guys, if you're watching for the first time, we have a community on Telegram that you can be a part of, and it's geared. One of the function is geared towards helping each member to identify and to be acquainted with the herbs that is in the pharmacy around them, so that you know when there comes a time of crisis, you won't be reactive, you'll be proactive, because you'd have put yourself in a position to know the medicinal uses of the plants around you. um I'm gonna be putting out a diary. I'm gonna be putting out a diary, um uh, that will have the format and the structure. All right, so I want you to look out, guys, for our Kinder Wellness Community Herbal Diary, that will be coming out, and it's going to be a diary that will allow persons to properly it will have all the headings, and it will allow persons to properly document this journey as they expand their knowledge base in herbs. Again, guys, I want to thank you. Yeah, the red one, and thank you for making that observation, Quincy. The red one has a lot more minerals. Quincy's asking about the nutritional value of the red trumpet tree versus the green one. Yes, there's a lot more nutritional value in the red trumpet tree over the green one. All those red colors, red brilliant colors that you're seeing, is the presence of of uh, pigment that are minerals. And so, as a matter of fact, it is the red one that we use. I don't use the green one to make the medicine I'm talking about. I use the red one. All right. So I don't use the green one, it's the red one. So thank you for making that point. So it is the red one that I use, not the green one, in making the medicine. The benefits that we see from the medicine far outweighs the one that we see from the green. So again, guys, I want to thank you for joining us on today's live. Time flies so fast. It's almost as if I just came here. Time flies so fast. Um, but please take the time out to share um, this video with somebody. What I've done is that you're going to be seeing, for those of you who are subscribed to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed, please do so. What I'm doing is I'm taking snapshots. So I'm taking snapshots from these live. I call them nuggets. So I've taken out 1 minute snapshots and I'm posting them in our YouTube shorts. So, a lot of the nuggets that I find when I replay these videos, I'm taking them out into nuggets, and I'm going to you're gonna be seeing content coming from us every day. So every day, 2 times a day, 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. I'm gonna be posting nuggets from these presentation, because they are, and so those nuggets are gonna be bite-sized points that I talk about and that I discuss during the live. And so it will make it so easy for for you, because a lot of times some of those pointers would have been pointers that you would want to send to somebody. We don't necessarily send them a video that's 1 hour long. So I'm creating some bite-sized nuggets from these presentations. So look out for those. I think they start coming out today. So at 1 p.m. you'll see them, and at 6 p.m. you'll see them. And so share them with somebody, and then it has those videos have a link to the community, as well as it will encourage more persons to join our YouTube community. Again, guys, I want to thank you for taking the time out. I see 10 persons on. I remember when we just used to have one and two. Now I see 10 persons on, and I'm just thankful for you guys, and I'm grateful for the feedback that we see in the community. If you have any ideas on anything that you would want us to discuss, that you would want us to share, please let me know. Also, I would love to do uh, a call live with Quincy. So Quincy, let's talk about that. You have so much herbs in Guyana that are not here in Jamaica. You talk a lot about the tayu. Is it tayu? Correct me, it's tayo. I don't know what it is, but I know it's a herb that you talk about a lot because you've seen the benefits. Um, you know, hopefully I'll get the chance to visit. Hopefully I get the chance to visit you there in Guyana. But until then, I'd love to see a live with you, sharing with you. Um, Today I wanted to do a different location here in St. Thomas, but again I was just led to come here. The next time I'm here, I'm going to be going to this is I'm pretty much close what is called Reggae Falls. I don't know if you've ever heard about Reggae Falls. You can go and look it up. But Reggae Fall is an iconic location here in St. Thomas, and that's pretty close to me. So the next time I'm here, I'm going to go there to do my lives, because I want to see what plants are growing in that particular area, how diverse it is. I want to go to the seaside to look at the plants that grow there, because a lot of the plants that grow near the sea are very tolerant of salt, and so they have a certain level of salinity, and so they speak to a number of ailments that we won't see those plants being growing inland. So I'm gonna do a video down there, but continue to send your videos in, guys. I enjoy seeing your videos, enjoy seeing your pictures rather, and so I enjoy helping you to ID them. So today's gonna be a little hectic for me, because it begins our ultimate detox. Um, Looking for some of you to be on that with us. Again, if you know of anybody who is ill or anybody that has any health condition, then it's not too late. They can get registered. So looking forward to seeing you guys. Toyo. Oh, Toya. Toya have a fragrance like essence with drying. All right. So Toya is a herb that Quincy is talking about. All right, guys. Thank you for another 60 minutes with Mother Nature. Hope you enjoyed it. The session today. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. All right. So bye bye.